Good morning, everyone. Today is a good, beautiful, new day. And I've got a mower pickup coming up after work. But the truck still isn't working that great. So, grabbing a bag of tools. Just in case anything goes south. We'll see how it goes. It's probably about an hour away. But it's a good pickup and it's free. But we are looking at a couple of special mowers. One of them is a 0-turn and the other one is a Kubota. It's gonna be a good day. Let's go to work and get this taken care of. So 0-turn that we're picking up is a Husqvarna. It's a 46-inch cut, and I'm pretty excited about that one. I'm headed down to the Chickasha area again. Seems like that's where all the cheap 0-turn mowers are, or free. That's cheap, I guess. But just enjoying the drive. Definitely a farm. Okay, yeah, no, I'm here. I see the mowers out there. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Let's go take a quick look at the mowers. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun trying to get the Kubota up on the pickup truck. So we'll see. We'll get it done. Kubota. I think I'll just probably back up straight in here. It should work fine. So how long have you been out here?
Since 59.
Since 59?
1959.
Yep, so a mere 60 years.
61 years.
Nice. Is it a family property? Is your dad out here? Or?
Huh?
Was this your dad's farm?
No, I bought this.
Oh, wow.
I was 24 years old when I bought this 160 acres.
Wow. So who farms this now? Do you still farm it, or?
Actually, I sold it to my son.
Your son?
Yeah.
Nice. Ready? Wow.
don't. Yeah, I don't anymore. I retired in 2011.
Okay.
I've been retired for 10 years.
Okay.
And I don't do anything. I do mow. I mow.
Yeah.
And but I keep house. I'm alone here, and my wife passed away a year ago in March.
Yeah.
And so I tend the house and keep it clean and wash the clothes and fix my lunch.
Yeah. So were you a full-time farmer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've farmed all my life.
Yeah. There's a lot of people do it as a part-time job.
I bought this farm in '59. I
Yeah.
paid $14,000 for it.
Wow.
And I got 80 acres of minerals with it.
Oh, you got the mineral with it.
Yeah, my minerals that I've sold through the years have paid for this over and over and over again.
So
We had a gas well drilled 2.5 miles south here that was making 1,000 barrels an hour.
1,000 barrels an hour?
An hour.
Wow.
They had I think 8 trucks hauling from it, and they had about 4 or was it 8 storage batteries that they had big tanks, you know, and it kept those trucks busy. In a 24-hour period, they lacked just part of a barrel having 24,000 barrels in 24 hours. One of my sons lives here, and his two sons, which would be my grandsons, they do the milking.
Oh, okay. It's a dairy farm.
Well, yeah, that big barn there is a dairy barn.
Okay. I didn't realize it was dairy.
And I started dairying in 1965, October the 1st.
October the 1st.
I dairied for 24 years. I was so fed up with it. And my oldest son that lives here, he had a job at a factory here in town.
Oh, yeah.
And he came home one day and he said, "Dad, is there anything I could do here on the farm?" I said, "I wouldn't have ever expected you to come back and want something here. Because all you know all that there is here is milking."
Yeah.
And he said, "I'd like to give it a try. If you do," I said, "I'm going to buy a semi and I'm going to haul your grain for you." I hauled grain from Nebraska. We went to Nebraska.
So you bought it up there and drove up there and, wow.
I drove it, yeah, I'd make a round trip, 13 hours. I enjoyed it.
That sounds like fun.
And I finally had to quit because of my eyes, and I was getting older, and but I'd make like 135 trips through Oklahoma City every year.
Yeah, wow.
Never had an accident.
So you stopped doing the dairy stuff and became a trucker, pretty much.
Yeah, I did. I became a trucker.
Got everything all loaded up. Looks good to go. Leaving the farm. It's a dairy farm, and I think they have about 250 dairy cows right now. Beautiful section here. So he's been here since 1959. Just nice to meet people like that. He's 87 years old. Anyway, time for me to get on home. We've got about an hour's drive ahead of us, so let's go. We've got a Husqvarna Z246 here. There's the standard. On all the Husqvarnas, that deck mount pulls out. My dad had a Husqvarna with the 46-inch deck, a riding mower. It had the exact same thing happen, the deck mount pulled out. And I've seen several other decks like that with that issue. Anyway, this mower, it's not in spectacular condition. So he said that the engine governor didn't work, or it doesn't have a governor, which I'm not sure what exactly he meant by that. Because I don't think an engine would really run without a governor, or run well, or be usable at all. But the main issue that he was having with it was, I think the switch in here was malfunctioning. So I'll just have to get it off and see what I can do with it. This Kubota, he said the presenting issue with this Kubota was it was parked for the winter and wouldn't start again. So it may just need a carb clean or something like that. Obviously that tire is not really great and the hood's beat up, but other than that, it should be a good running mower. But it has suspension, so that's kind of cool. Can I just work this wheel free? We're gonna roll. Are we gonna rub the deck real bad? We're gonna rub the deck a little bit. We're moving slow. That tells me it's the transmission. It's just not disengaging, which is why we had to use the come along to get it up on the trailer. Ah, so fast. Pretty exciting ride. Time to chew a whole stick of gum before I get down. So supposedly you can pull this out to disengage it. That doesn't seem to do much. Go, go, go. Got a 15 horse Kohler. It's a Kubota Kohler. That's funny how it doesn't even say Kohler right there. Does that make this a Kubota engine? Maybe it is, but it looks very, very much like a Kohler. The same plastic housing shape, and it's even oily all over the outside like a Kohler of this style would be. Haha, there we go. There's the truth right there. Honestly, Kubota riding lawnmowers, they don't seem like they're really worth that much. I don't know if they cost new, but they don't really seem like they're worth that much. It'd be great to sell it for $500 or $600. Obviously the engine, depending on if it has an oil leak or not, could be worth like $300 or $400. And the problem is the rest of it's Kubota, and there's probably not as much. It's probably worth something, but there's probably not near as much demand for it. So there are parts that could end up sitting a while. The deck, I'm sure, is worth something if it's in good condition. Is that $100? Is that $300? Is it $50? I'm not sure. The transmission, if it matches something the other riding mowers use, that would be helpful. You know, it'd be worth a couple hundred. Yeah, that bypass isn't working. All right, let's move on to the next one.